this is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Hello and welcome to Gerald Ford Stadium in Dallas, Texas, the home field of the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Cardinals will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. QB keeper all the way. Fights through a tackle. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him get 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Close to the tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Udoh.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
1st down and 10. He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Mustangs line up with a first and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. There's still 2 yards from the end zone.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Direct snap to the back. Smothered for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Cardinals. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Boy, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They keep him off balance for the run. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Mustangs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Now here's the toss play. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
They'll give it to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Snags a quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Looking to scramble. And the Mustangs keep the football on the move.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
7th play of the drive coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, SMU.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will be a return. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Running back grabs it on a screen. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught across the middle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the Cardinals will have first and 10 here. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
A completion makes it second down. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Louisville.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They bring bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, so this drive's going to start with decent field position. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. First down, they're going to throw the football. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable second down and 2 for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He lets it rip. He's got it in the open. Now here he goes. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The 18 puts him in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the kick is a squib kick. Taking that route to the up man. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The ball is caught. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the Louisville offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments. Trying to swarm by the pass rush. The sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get in the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll run it here. Powers through.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. As the 1st down is still going. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals. They were not going to catch him that time.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Mustangs come up to the line in the hurry-up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Great pursuit by the defense. They drop him for a loss that time.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Looking to pass this time. He's going to take off here. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it down the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. And the Mustangs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, SMU. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line.
And the Louisville offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's a first and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Louisville.
Second down after that previous play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Cardinals will line up on first and 10. He'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pass caught. Can he get in? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
And it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Direct snap to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Here comes a handoff. Breaks an open space. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The shotgun run call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. The Mustangs are looking to keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Design quarterback run. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Now it's 2nd down here. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The defense needs a stop to force overtime. And they're trying to punch it in here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. An important 3rd down and goal now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, SMU.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good. They will walk it off with that chip shot. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the number 1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye.